Right. Welcome to another great episode of Transformed and Renewed. I am your guy, Jerry Thomas, your coach, and I'm excited that you are joining me today. I'm going to be a bit brief because it's raining outside, but I did want to share this information with you. So, if it is your first time joining us, make sure that you subscribe to us at Robody1212 on any social media platform, except for Twitter, because we don't have an account. But anyway, today I really want to talk with you about the difference between real food and fake food because I think it can help us all, make better health decisions moving forward, or at least be mindful of these things. And so, before I start again, if it's your first time joining us, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on our social media page. That way you can stay up to date with our latest content that we'll be sharing with you. Okay, so jumping right into it, real food versus fake food. I usually like to start off with definitions because I believe definitions can really help us as we move forward. So when I think about real food, what is the definition of it? Well, actually, if you look from different source to source, you may see different definitions, but I like to keep it very simple as it is. Real food to me is, you see this apple. This would be a real food, a food in its natural state without any configuration from man, but it's whole in its natural state. It also contains essential nutrients that can help promote good health, you know, upon one's consumption of it. And so that's kind of why I look at it as, a food in its whole form. It's not manipulated or it's not even created to be a food. It just exists. Like it's an apple. And you can experience the flesh of it or you can experience the skin of it. But like in its own form, it's whole. So, going to a fake, well, when I say fake food, what I'm really saying is food that is not the same as an apple. It's not whole in its form. So it has some configuration to it. If you see this right here, this is a bottle of classic Caesar dressing, okay? And I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you see above this blue sticker, you may see some text, looks like a paragraph. That is essentially the ingredients label. And I'm sure many of you have seen this. If you have bottles of salad dressings or dips, or even, you know, uh, lost my word for it, but when you have different condiments, you may see these ingredients on the back. And essentially, as I study the different ingredients, it lets me know not every ingredient is a real ingredient that is meant for human consumption. Because if you were to look on the USDA or the FDA, I'm just sharing this information with you. Um, but it may not be a clear definition, or some things may show, oh, this is generally recognized as safe or GRAS, GRAS. And so, when I think about that, a person may say, okay, I can still eat it. But to me, if it's if it's like a certain small percentage that, this is safe, then why would I really want to eat it in the first place? And I know people can make the arguments for if you eat a whole food, too much of it, you could get sick. But, honestly, I can't say that because I eat a lot of broccoli, I eat a lot of vegetables, and, that's actually good for us to get the essential nutrients and the minerals. So, again, information I share with you, I'm not trying to, bash this over your head by any means, but I just want to share this with you, as a recommendation for you to consider, as we make some decisions. And again, when it comes to real food versus fake food, I've made, that decision to really consume real food. Why? Well, because again, in its whole form, it contains the essentials of what we need. Now, I can't say only one food, one real food, is going to satisfy your your body's requirements because every food has more or less nutrients and minerals that we need, and so getting a good variety of different foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, even lean meats, depending on if your body is able to process that well or not. But getting a good variety of these foods allows your body to really operate in good balance. Because otherwise, when you're consuming foods that may not be real, you're taking in so much. When I look at this, I'm just giving a rough example, but here this has a ingredient, artificial flavor. What is that? And is it a real food? Food. Of course not. It's artificial, so it's not even real to begin with. And so the flavor is essentially imitation, and we've seen imitation crab meat, imitation vanilla extract or flavoring. And so when I think about that, you know, I, this is just me again, but I think about, okay, I deserve the best. Okay, I don't need anything that's fake that I'm consuming in my body. Nothing wrong with every now and then when you want to indulge. You know, no one knows too much. What is in most foods, especially when you're dining out. You know, down to the smallest ingredient, what is in that food. But what I'm focusing on is every day, day to day, what am I consuming? And how is this really helping me, 5, 10 years down the road? Is this helping me to maintain, good health, mobility, vitality? Or is this causing me to, or setting me up for health issues after health issues, month after month? I'm experiencing something different and it's causing me to just feel so miserable. And I don't need that. Why would I add more stress or issues to my life? And so this is why, for me, I've made the decision to consume foods that are real and whole. And again, you know, not telling anyone that, hey, you should just throw out everything in your refrigerator or your pantry that is not whole food or real food. No, I know people, just are not going to be that way. Some people, you tell them something like that, they'll get very defensive. So I'm not that person, But what I do want to share with you is the benefits of real food. Are we really getting enough of the foods that really matter to our bodies? Because sometimes we may think we know what we should eat, but in actuality, we haven't even stopped and really looked at our pantry or our refrigerator or even asked ourselves, like, hey, am I getting the essentials that I need? What do I want to do in my life? Okay, if I want to go to this place in my life, am I taking care of myself in order to get there and to maintain, what I'm looking for? These are just questions. And again, I'm not even trying to persuade you. Like, you don't have to believe me, but again, I do want you to think about yourself, okay? Think about you because this is what works for me. But I also want you to think about you in terms of, okay, how can I really improve? Like, okay, I hear what Jerry's talking about. He's talking about real foods, he's talking about fake foods. And I admit I've been eating a lot more of, I'm not going to say fake foods, but foods that are not, 100% whole, or, just even looking at them, they may not even contain minerals or vitamins that are necessary for my body. Do I even understand some of these ingredients that I'm taking into my body that could be disrupting my immune system, my digestive system? So these are just some things I want you to really consider, okay? And like I said, with that, I just want you to really think about that because I want you to really be at your best health, okay? And again, this is just what I do. Every now and then, I may have a snack here or there that may not be a real food, but most of the times I'm, eating, these real foods because that works for me. And I want, you to really start thinking about that. What do I really want to do in my life? Have I really been taking care of myself? Or am I just going through the phases? Like, and so ask yourself these questions from time to time because again, when it comes to these things, sometimes companies thrive off of our ignorance. Keep that in mind, and also be aware of how many commercials you see that are going to promote the things that you really need to eat for your body compared to those things that you may not want to consume from a day-to-day basis. Okay, and I want to leave you with that. Again, if you enjoyed this content or if you're just not tuning in, make sure you subscribe to our channel at Robotic1212. Let me know what you think about this topic. I'm definitely open for questions. Again, family, not trying to bash any decisions, just sharing some information with you because I just want the best for you and I hope that you want the best for yourself. And so that's why I'm here sharing this information with you. Again, make sure you share or drop a comment for me. I would love to hear your feedback and your support. I just want to thank everyone who's, followed us so far. Thank you for your support. More content is coming, more things are coming. Don't have a whole lot at the moment, but trust me, big things are coming. So I thank you for being patient with me and just staying and joining us day after day, week after week, as we have these transformed and renewed sessions, which I hope at this point that you are being transformed. Okay. So with that, I'm going to leave you until next time. I'm going to talk with you later, family.